What's going on, Spurs family? Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's the Power 5 player rankings of this month. It's been 30 days since the last time. Well, around 30 days, around 29 days since the last Power rankings. I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow, so I'm a day early. But that's okay. It's okay. It's all right to be a day early. I don't think one game would change. Uh, the dynamics of this list. I don't think anybody's going to sneak up on this list over one game. So yeah, I'm a day early. I'm a day early. So what? So let's jump into it. At number 5, I have Dominic Barlow, and yes, his stats doesn't say our 5 best players of this month, but it's not about just the points. It's about our the numbers. It's about how you affect the team when you're on the floor, and he has a positive impact when he steps on the floor. He gives hustle. One of the few players who actually do hustle on defense. I think he's one of our best low post defenders. I think he's better. He's a better defensive player than Collins, and on a low block. And so he's been playing well for us. I can't wait to see what he's going to develop to over the years. Because is he going to be a player that's going to start on the team? No. But is he going to be a solid role player that we will love on our team? Yes. He's one of those guys that you would love to have on your roster. And he has a nice mid-range shot. He can knock those down. He has he had a good touch around the rim. He rebounds the ball well. Definitely offensively, he always getting in the mix. And how can you not have him on your Power 5 player rankings for this month? But just to give the numbers, in 19 minutes, he had put up 6.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.1 block, shooting 53.8% from the field and 66.7% from the three-point line. But he really don't shoot much. I mean, for the 14 games, he averaged 0.3 attempts. So that number could be a bit skewed. So Dominic Barlow is definitely in the Power 5 player rankings for this month for me. And number 5, Trey Jones. I think if y'all watch this channel, you already know I'm a big fan of Trey Jones. A lot of people say, we should move on and get a new point guard, but he's a solid point guard. I believe he's a phenomenal point guard in the sense of he does what we need him to do. But I can see why other people will want to upgrade on that position. I don't disagree with that point, but the point I disagree with is like we should get rid of Trey Jones. And in the beginning of the season, I was really, really against Sohan at point guard. But as you see, once Popovich put him back at the starting lineup, we start playing better because that's his natural position. He's always looking for the open guy. He's pushing the pace. He's controlling the tempo. He's picking up people full court, and he can stay in front of them. I mean, Sohan picks up people full court, but he has a hard time staying in front of quicker guards because he that's not his game. And now that we put him in his rightful position and put Trey Jones back at the point guard position, you see how better we are as a team. So Trey Jones stats is in 29.4 minutes, he putting up 12.3 points, 7.2 assists, 3.7 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 57.4% from the field, and 37.5% from the three-point line in 14 games. Now, that three-point shot being 37.5%, that is a good sign because that's one knock on his game is his three-point shooting. And teams tend to go under the pick and roll because they daring him to shoot. Now, if he can knock down the shot off the dribble, because his I believe I don't know the numbers, but based off the eye test, I believe he knocked down more of his spot up shots consistently than he does off the dribble. Now, if he can develop an off the dribble 3-point shot and he start making defenders pay for going under the screen, then it opens up his game completely. I think that's the only area that's making him a liability. I don't want to say a liability on offense because he's not. But for him to go to the next level as a player, he needs to knock down that shot off the dribble. and so players cannot continue to go under the screen, and he can use his speed because they will have to go over the screen to defend the three, and that will open up his game completely, and that will make us a whole lot difficult to defend against. So Trey Jones at the number 4 spot, he came in and he changed the way we play. And to be quite honest, I was going to put him higher based off that. He should be higher based off that because our team plays a lot better when he's on the lineup. We in games, we in the beginning of the season we was getting thrown around by, you know, 40 points, and our offense seemed to not look as fluid. But once Trey Jones entered that starting lineup, you see the difference in how we play, and that's, you know what, I might have to move him up. I might have to move him up to the 2 spot, to be quite honest. But I already made my list. It's already there. It's like I can't reorder it now. But y'all know how I feel about him. So let's go to Jeremy Sohan. He had number 3, and like I said, he got put in his right position, and his game increased. You know, his impact on the team increased once he got into his right position, which is that forward position. That's how we can use him to our advantage. Yes, he got abilities to push the ball, but it's against us if we got him at the point guard position, because now he's going up against quicker guards. He's not down there being tenacious on the boards, and he's not being that player we need him to be, because he's pushed out into the perimeter. And so when we put him in his natural position, that's where we get our matchups, because yes, he can push the ball, and now it's forwards in that position that probably can't, are uncomfortable with guarding that perimeter. Now they have to sprint back on offense because he can get the rebound and push up the ball. He's not beating the guard down the floor, but he can potentially beat a forward down the floor. And he can be more tenacious around the rebound, around the basket. So what I really should have did is got his numbers when he's playing point guards on the rebound, in the rebounder sense, versus him at the forward. Just look at the different impact does he have, or lack of impact he had when he was at the point guard position. It's interesting to see those stats line up, and I'm pretty sure that it's more positive when he's at his natural position. It's more positive for our team when he's at his natural position, and I hope Popovich doesn't ever go back to putting him at point guard, because it's just a failed experiment. I've been saying that since the second week. You can see that it's a failed experiment since the second week of the season. But nonetheless, I'm glad to see him back at his natural position, being the force that he is. And I enjoy seeing it. Hopefully he continues to play as well as he's been playing, and continue to develop. His 3-point shot is it's miraculous. I didn't think he would be shooting this well from the 3-point line. So that shows that he that he's been working on his 3-point shot over the off season. That's what you like to see. You like to see players improving after the off season. Seeing that they taking it serious, seeing that they want to get better. So him knocking down his 3-point shots at a consistent rate is very, very impressive. I didn't expect that big increase coming in this year. So his stats is in 30.3 minutes, he put up 13 points, 6.4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 46%, 46.5% from the field, and 39.2% from the 3-point line over the 14 games. So, like I said, that 3-point shot he's knocking that down at a consistent rate, and I'm surprised at that. I didn't expect that big of a jump. So, he's working on his game. He's serious about winning. He want to do whatever he can to make the team win, and I hope he stay with us for the long haul, because we need him for sure. If we definitely want to take it to the next level, he's definitely an important piece. At number 2, I had Devin Vassell. Now, this year is quite, I ain't gonna lie, it's quite disappointing. I'm not seeing what I expected to see from him this year. Nonetheless, he is performing, but to have some criticism of his game. I think he needs to attack more. I said on Twitter that I would like for him to have the mindset of Keldon Johnson in a sense. Keldon Johnson, he takes the ball and he drives with I don't want to say force, but he's strong in attacking the rim, attacking the basket. And Devin Vassell, he seems to like get his points through the offense. He seems like passive. And I think if we need a second scorer next to Victor, we need somebody that go get it. And Kelton Johnson is a player that go gets it, but he's just not as talented. He don't got the offensive capabilities like a Devin Vassell. And that's why I said I wish Devin Vassell had the mind of Keldon Johnson offensively in the terms of I'm going to go get mine. If you see Devin Vassell, he's quite passive, and we need somebody that's going to go to the rim strong. He's not going to settle for a lot of 3-point shots, and that's what he's been doing this year. He settles a lot. It's okay to go to the basket, get to the foul line, draw fouls. Take that mid-range shot. He's an excellent mid-range jump shooter, but he'll get the ball, he will pump fake. If it's not there, he will pass it out, and then that's the last time he touched the ball. It's times where when he does that, he can just continue to get to the basket, and he seems to always want to pump fake. He kind of remind me of DeMar DeRozan, but DeMar DeRozan also attacks the basket. He kind of throws the defenders off by that. If the defenders know that you're going to stop and pump fake, they're going to stay on their feet, and then you have to pass the ball out. And we wasted 5 seconds on the shot clock. Attack the rim, attack the basket, strong. Keep doing it, and then you can stop and shoot the jump shot because they're going to expect you to go to the rim. And then once they expect you to go to the rim, then you can stop and you can throw a pump fake because now they're going to jump. But if you constantly just driving and stopping and pump faking, no defender is going to fall for that. I would hope not, because the NBA studies tendencies. If they know you're just going to stop and do a pump fake in a mid-range area, then obviously they're not going to fall for it. But anyway, he has been performing. He has been doing good, so you can't knock him for that. I just think he can take it to the next level. I think he can take it to the next level. And we need him to take it to the next level, because if he's going to be our second option, he got to play better than that. You have to play better than that. I mean, Victor is putting in high numbers and low minutes. So we need that second option, when Victor goes to take his rest, to take over the game. And you see some possessions, Devin Vassell don't even touch the ball. Like, we can't have that in the second option. We surely can't have that in the first option, which is Victor. Victor should be touching the ball every time, every possession. But anyway, his numbers that he put up is 17 points, 3.9 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.1 steal, and 47.4% from the field, 36.1% from the three-point line, and 33.1 minutes in the 14 games he was playing. So, like I said, he's been performing well, shooting well, but we just need him to get to that next level. That's where we need him at. So that's Devin Vassell for sure. At number one, that's obvious. Is Victor Wembanyama. He's been our best player all year, and shockingly to me, proved me wrong, because I said Devin Vassell. This will be Devin Vassell's team for this year. He will be the first option for this year, because I didn't expect Victor to come on like this. So you got to admit when you're wrong, and this is his team. We are absolutely garbage. Our offense goes into Antarctica when he takes his rest. Yeah, we be cold, so cold when he out the game. We need him every minute on the floor, it seems, to even stay in the game. And I didn't expect that him coming in his rookie year like this. So kudos to Victor, man. I love to see it. So next year he's gonna be even more dangerous. More dangerous. Having the off season under his belt, familiar with the league. I'm telling you, he's gonna be something. He's gonna be something that we haven't seen before. If he don't get injured or anything like that, he's going to dominate this league. He's going to clearly dominate this league. Anyway, in 24 in 26 minutes, 26 minutes. This is what I said a moment ago when I said he's putting up large number in little minutes. In 26 minutes, he's putting up 24.4 points per game, 9.7 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 3.2 blocks, 51.2% from the field, 33.1% from the three-point line. If this guy plays 33 minutes, he's getting close to 30 a game. He's surely getting over 10 rebounds. He probably getting 4 blocks. He probably get more opportunity for blocks. His stats will be through the roof. Through the roof. Like, I didn't expect him to be this good. Now, I expected him to be good. I expected him to become great. I didn't expect him to dominate this early. Y'all got to understand what we witnessing here. LeBron James, this is LeBron James-like numbers without the assists. Because, LeBron was put probably up like, I can't remember, but it's around like 5, 6 assists his first year. But the numbers is, I got to understand what we're watching. Now, I understand the NBA game is easier now. They got, they putting the defense in jail. It's like you can't touch somebody unless it's a foul. So the game is geared toward offense. But even still, I did not see him doing this early. If people saw him doing this early, then I think y'all should help me play the lottery. Because we didn't see this. Nope, I don't think anybody's seen this coming. I don't think anybody's seen this coming. If he develop a consistent mid-range shot, that's what I'm saying. This off season, he's going to get better. Because if he start knocking down that mid-range shot consistently, who's going to stop him? Develop a more finesse post game. Like, he don't got to be strong in the paint. Like, I don't like to see him try to get physical in the paint. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was all finesse. And he's one of the all-time scorers in league history. You don't got to battle when you when you 7'3", 7'4". Just have your foot in the paint. Develop a nice little hook shot. Who's stopping it? Who's stopping it? Then you hit them with the mid-range. Definitely if you guarding another big and they threatened by the penetration, the ball handling skills, or you don't even really need that. Melo was killing people with a jab step from mid-range. If he develop a mid-range jump shot, he'll be unguardable. I would love to see him in that mid-post around the foul line isolation like they used to do with Dirk Nowitzki. Man, I'm telling you, this guy is scary for the league. Don't let us get another consistent. I hope Vassell reached that level, but if we get a second scorer, and not just a scorer, somebody can actually play defense, because we do need defense. Don't get me started on Malachi Branham. Don't get me started on him. But we need some defense, so I can't ignore that fact. But if we get somebody nasty and unguardable as a second option, I tell you, the Spurs is coming. The league, I'm telling the league right now, we coming. Give us a good 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and we got the same nucleus. So y'all better enjoy. I'm talking to the other teams here. Enjoy y'all success while y'all have it, because when the Spurs get these pieces together, it's over. I'm telling you, it's over. It's gonna be another dynasty. I Popovich probably not gonna be around for it, but another dynasty is brewing in San Antonio, and that's all I have. That's the Power 5 player rankings, and I'm out. Speak to y'all when I speak to y'all. Peace and blessings.